Hey everybody and welcome back to Life with Lolo. It is time for our weekly recap of Sisters. This is season 1, episode 8, and it was titled Moving On. Alright y'all, I really forgot that this episode was coming on tonight. But yeah. Cause in my Real Housewives video, I'm like, alright, I don't know when I'm gonna see y'all again, but I completely blanked and forgot this episode was coming on. But at any rate, let's just jump into it. So we pick up where we left off with Preston standing there and James, with his old ludicrous looking ass. He comes out the bathroom all bucketball naked. And she like, look, you need to put some clothes on. He like, what? I was about to get back in the bed and go from round 20 and stuff. And she was like, you need to get your clothes on and get out of here. Preston was like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I know where the door at. I'm going to hit that bitch. So he go out and leave and stuff. And James like, oh man, he look hurt. And she like, look, didn't I tell you to get out? Get out. He like, what you talking about? Get out. Go. Get up out of here. And he like, well, where would I go? She like, I don't know the hell. Like that ain't my problem. Like, you need to go. So she told him like, look, just gather up your stuff. Don't even get dressed. Just gather up your stuff and get on out. I was like, you just gonna have this man bucket naked in the hallway? What? So anyway, he go to the bathroom. He get his jeans on. He puts his jeans on and stuff. So he come out there with his shirt off, and he like, look, I can't even believe this. I said, first of all, homie, you was a whole one night stand. Did you really think that you was finna spend the night again? Like you was going lit it? Like what did you think this was finna be? But at any rate, he leave. While he leaving, Zach come in. Zach like, what? Cause I just saw Rodeo. She like, Zach, shut up. What are you doing here? Don't talk. He like, but you just had another dude. And I said, oh, look, I ain't getting involved. Look, I'm here to just take you to work. She like, where? On your handlebars? He like, no, I got a ride or whatever. She like, where you get the car from? He was like, look, it's my car. She was like, so you coming to get me a ride? Yeah, I'm just returning the favor and everything. So he was questioning like, why you got two dudes leaving up out of here? She was like, you know what, don't be asking no questions. And so she was trying to kick him out, and then she realized she ain't had no gas, and gas about $4 a gallon. So she was like, you know what, go on and have a seat in the living room. I'm gonna get dressed. I don't need you to say nothing. Don't go in my refrigerator. Don't eat no food. He like, what? All right, whatever. So she going there. She gonna get dressed. Next day we see them in the car. They talking and stuff, and she's steady trying to figure out like, where you get this car from? Who car is this? We fitting to go to jail. Like I got weed up in my breastplate. I can't go to jail and stuff. And he was like, what that mean? It's from the Bible. You don't know nothing about no Bible, girl. Well, you know, you don't know nothing about, well, who car is this? So she trying to dig, and he like, look, can I just ask you a question? And she like, what? Well, I want to know why you had two men coming. We don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that. Nope. I'm not answering it or whatever. So she like, well, how Karen doing? He was like, I don't know and I don't care. I ain't worried about her. I have moved on. So then he being all positive and uplifting and everything like that, because he done got him some, and Fatima got him doing these daily affirmations, even though they had just spent the night one night. But now he doing daily ones. I mean, but whatever. So Fatima ended up calling. Oh, first he was saying like his life is lit and all this other stuff. She was like, oh, okay, you high. And you saw you had to say that you was high. I understood, but we could have smoked it. We could have been both on cloud nine and stuff. He was like, no, like my life going real well right now, and I feel like it's just going to get better. And so then Fatima calls and she said something. I forgot what the hell she said, but Dani was like, who that? Who that? So she grabbed the phone and she like, who is Fatima? I said, not Fatima. How he got the name written in the phone? Fatima. But anyway, he like, look, don't worry about all that. Give me my phone, because she got the phone. He like, give me my phone. I will crash this car into the trees and stuff. So she's like, you're going to kill us. We just going to die. All right, we going to die. So then she finally was like, all right, whatever. You got a new boo thing and stuff. Here go your phone. Take your phone back. I don't want that. So he called Fatima back. They all lovey-dovey on the phone. He calling her baby, and she all smitten and stuff. I'm like, damn, y'all just met and fucked yesterday. Like, what the hell? Like, you finna move the man into your house, apartment, wherever. I'm like, Lord have mercy. But at any rate, They meeting up that night. Of course, when they was on the phone, Dani was all getting loud and stuff, talking about you need to take care of this baby and stuff. And so Fatima, Zach was like, "Don't worry about her. She just my co-worker, yada yada yada." And Fatima was like, "Don't worry about that. I'm a secure woman and stuff." And Dani was like, "Oh, so she trying to come for me or whatever." So then she was like, "All right, well, bye, co-worker." She was like, "Girl, don't come for me." I was just like, Lord, she's just a mess. This is finna be interesting between them, okay? So at the law office, we see Fatima, and she like them dresses. Is this all the dresses that she got? Is them? I mean, it's the same dress but different colors. She ain't got nothing else. No, like look, I like the dress on her, okay, because she got a nice shape, okay. However, that's all the Tyler. Can you get this girl some more in her wardrobe? I mean, everybody else got different like dresses, pantsuits, little blazer, like a skirt and stuff. She come with the same dress, but a different color. Tyler, come on now. But anyway, Fatima stop her, and she like, look, girl. Just follow Hayden's lead, okay? Because we've been trying to call you and stuff. We couldn't reach you and stuff like that. But, just follow his lead. Follow his lead. Yes, I'm telling you, just go in there and follow his lead and stuff. So she shay her big ass and lead Andy back there. So the big boss, the old man and stuff, and Hayden is sitting there. Hayden like, giving her the eyes and stuff. He got some cute eyes. But he giving her those doe eyes. He like a deer. He giving her them doe eyes, and she like, oh, okay, whatever. So the big boss, he just rattling off stuff he know. Like he said, Bellamy done got fired. He telling her like, look, I know they was in cahoots together and stuff, and I know you fitting to sue. So look. Like, he was telling me that you not happy here and yada, yada, yada. So this is what we gonna do. Because Andy was finna interject and Hayden was like, let him talk. So he like, look, I'm gonna give you this $1 million settlement and a recommendation. Hayden like, I mean, yeah, that's. And she was like, what, you want me to take it? And he was like, well, I mean, yeah, I said follow my lead. So she was like, no, I got a better offer for you, okay? I'll take $2 million and I will see you every day. He was like, so you want to work here? And she was like, yeah, I still want to work over here, whatever like that. I need my voice to be heard. And I need to be a partner. Like, you need a minority on the team or whatever. I want to take Bellamy's spot because you need me in that spot or whatever. And Fatima need to get a different position and a pay raise or whatever. So he was like, you asking for a lot. Let me see. So he said a whole bunch of stuff. And then he was like, no, I'm not finna give you no $2 million, but I'll give you $1 million. And she was like, I can keep my job. He was like, yeah, he was like, I'll give you $1 million and you can keep your job. She was like, what about that other stuff I said? And he was like, yeah. So she was like, maybe 1.2 million and all that other stuff. He was like, all right. And now I throw in your apartment and all your stuff. I mean, well, damn, it's my shit. Of course, thank you. So they shake hands and say partner, and then he leave on up out of there. And that was it. So then Hayden and what's the face? Andy, they celebrating and all this other stuff because she finally used her law skills, child, and got her a good ass deal. But I would have probably took that 1.2 million and that recommendation and deuced out, opened up my own practice and kept it moving. I don't think I would have wanted to work there, but I guess partnership, you would make some more money. And then if you had your own business, you had to build from the ground up and stuff. So I guess she made a smart move, but I don't know if I could take a settlement and then still work with the same people that screwed me over. But who knows? Cause shit, 1.2 million, child. But anyway, she go outside the office and stuff. Here comes Fatima with her big ass. What happened, girl? What happened? So they had like a cute little moment and stuff. And she was like, can you bring me some coffee, girl? And she was like, what? She was like, this is my new office. She was like, okay, girl, how you like your coffee? Like, I like my man black. And then they go in there, hand clap and stuff. And then they go, and Fatima go sashay her big old ass and get the coffee. And then Andy go in there. She all excited like a little cheerleader and stuff. And then she go into her new office. I hope she redecorate because it's kind of dark and gloomy in there. And it's not really like feminine. So hopefully she put some stuff in there for her. But I mean, she might like the little masculine type. But I ain't like them cheers, so she need to get rid of them. But other than that, she did good. I was finally proud of her because the whole season 1 and these first 7 episodes, I was like, girl, is you sure you a lawyer? But she proved her skills here. She proved her skills here. Anyway, we see Karen. She at work. What Pam had on a shirt. I was like, Pam, if you just put like 2 more inches. Because I know when she bent over, all you saw was her ass cheeks. That shirt was, it was like a shirt dress. But that thing was short. Like, it was like she brought a shirt that was too big. And she was just like, oh, I'm going to make this a dress. I was like, girl, you need like 2 more inches. And you be all right. It'd have been cute. But I know she had to like do the stoop versus the whole bend like that. Because her ass was probably all the way out. But at any rate, Pam in there telling Karen she got a new client. Karen like, oh, okay, all right, I'm gonna hook you up, girl. Uh-huh. So then she see this big old rock on the lady finger and stuff. And she was like, oh, blimey, girl, that's a nice ring. You must have did some things for that. Okay, shit. And all this, you know how Karen be, all cussing and stuff. And so Pam like, girl, she is the first lady at a Baptist church. Oh, shit. Oh, I mean, damn. Oh, So she's trying to get herself together. The lady like, it's all right. Just be yourself. Just do your stuff. She was like, all right. I'm so sorry. But let me get your head done. But I'm going to need Tyler to get it better, okay? We could see the lady head was already done after all them tight wraps and stuff. Because you could see her little sideburns or her baby hairs is already laid. I said that he could have did better with that. But at any rate, at least it wasn't no bad wig. So, anyway, at the bank. They was busy, y'all. I said, oh, they got some extras. They got some real customers and stuff. They doing good. Maurice keeps staring down Bree because she... not her bubbly self and stuff like that. So he like, girl, what's wrong with you? So, you know, they do that whole 15-minute mantra where it's like, nothing, girl. I know something wrong. Tell me, girl. Tell me, bitch. And all that other stuff. So then she finally tells him, like, look, have you ever seen Calvin doing anything else but drinking? He was like, he on that narcotic? I was cracking up when he said it. But she was like, look, don't say nothing back to him. So he was like, well, I think he looking kind of skinny and stuff. I don't know. But who told you this? She was like, well, the bartender at the club said that he saw he saw Calvin doing meth. Crystal meth. I said, damn, y'all like the bank. But anyway. And he was like, he told you that? And she was like, no, he told Dani, and then Dani told me. He like, girl, I don't trust her. I don't think Calvin doing none of that or whatever. And I would have seen them do that. She was like, seen him. He was like, yeah, because he going to be living with me, so I should know what he doing. I said, didn't the man say, don't say nothing? So Maurice running all the tea talking about something. Well, you know, when the daddies got sick and stuff, he had to spend all this money at the hospitals and stuff. And then he lost all his money and whatnot. Like, oh, shit, he making excuses. He's on that crack. I said, oh, my God. He didn't say crack. He said something else. He on that stuff. Something like that. And she was like, what? Moving in? Huh? Who said? He was like, no, you need to ask him, girl. You need to talk to him. So she said she gonna talk to him. But we already know how Bree do. She don't talk to the man. Then she let things just go all up in her head. And then the next thing you know, he out here on the corner prostituting for crack cocaine and shit. So we already know how it's gonna go. But at any rate, where we at, y'all? Where we at? Oh, so then we at the office with Andy. So Andy... Fatima keep coming in every 15 minutes asking this child, do she want coffee? Because she want the deets on what happened in the thing. So Andy like, look, this is what I do. When I got good news, I sit all my girls down at one time, and I tell them the news at one time. She was like, oh, I'm your girl. Yeah, girl, of course you had my back all this time. So she was like, yeah, you right. But thank you for the raise and stuff. She was like, girl, that's the least I could do. So she was like, well, tonight we going out to dinner and stuff like that. And so Fatima was like, oh, no, I can't go tonight. I got a date. Hell on Andy, bring the date. I said, not bring the date. Ain't it supposed to be a girl's night? And you talking about bring the date? Girl, I said, this finna get messy. Then we see Andy. She sent a text to the girls talking about something. We meeting at such and such place. And Dani, yes, I'm paying. So we know Dani gonna be there. We see Karen, we see Karen pretending like she did this lady's head and stuff like that. Of course, the first lady loved it. Karen apologizing again. Then the first lady invited her to church. And then Karen calls Andy trying to find out what the tea is. Andy won't tell her. She like, girl, I'm going to tell you tonight at dinner time or whatever like that. She want to bring Aaron. And here go Andy. No, just, you can't bring him. She was like, well, we were supposed to go grocery shop, go early and stuff like that. This supposed to be girls' night, supposed to be a celebration. Okay, so your good girlfriend can bring her man, but Fatima can? Make it make sense. What had happened, child? So then Karen got off the phone with Andy. So she turned to Pam like, girl, I'm gonna whip your ass. Why you ain't tell me that was the first lady? Girl, I'm sorry. I mean, you dating a preacher. I thought you would be all right and stuff. She was like, yeah, but something. I don't know. And then not Fatima. Pam was like, girl, I go down to the church. You should come down to the church. I go down to the church and I am blessed and highly favored in there. And then Karen was like, She was like, what? She was like, you see that purse? You see them shoes? You see that car? Yes, Lord. So they going back and forth. She was like, and then you know where they getting that money from? Poor black folks like you. And she was like, so then Karen just talking all this mess, child. Why the first lady, she come in there and like, oh, I forgot my phone in the chair. She was like, oh, your phone. Oh, okay, here you go. I'm sorry. So then the first, she was like, oh, Lord. So then the first lady leave. So then she go to Pam like, oh, my God, I think she probably heard me. Pam like, we all heard you up in here, girl. She was like, oh, my God. She was like, girl, she coming back. Oh, Lord, she going to condemn me down to hell, Jesus. So the first lady come. She take her outside because she wanted to talk to Karen. But Karen mostly did all the talking, telling her how she felt about the mega churches and seeing them with the cars and the jewelry and all this other stuff. And she just doesn't think it's right. So then the first lady tells her, like, they don't do it for money and nothing like that. Her husband was an ex-basketball player. She worked at Wall Street. They got a hedge fund. So they getting all their money that way versus the church. So she was just basically telling her, like, don't judge a book by its cover, but don't let your judgment interfere with you getting to know God. So she was letting her know that. And so she, Karen apologized again, went inside. And so Pam, of course, because she was eavesdropping the door, she was like, girl, she read you, didn't she? Girl, like the Bible verses. And she was like, well, maybe God's trying to tell you something. What he trying to tell me? I mean, you dating the pastor, so I mean, maybe she's trying to tell you something. She was like, girl, get back to work. I ain't got time for this. Go back to work. So then they do their little thing. So then we see Dani calling Preston again at the job. So she at work and Zach sneak up on her, trying to give her a sandwich. She like, Zach, what is going on with you? Why is you trying to give me food and stuff? Like, you being all nice and cheery. Like, what's going on with you? He like, look, I'm just trying to, pay you back and stuff. And he like, look, I don't understand why you like this. Like, why you had two men come out your place and you all like this. And she like what? He like, you like real angry, like aggressive. So, she like, well, I don't understand how you could just get over somebody so fast and you was with them for a while or whatever. It's like you wasn't even, what she say? Something like, oh no, how you get over somebody so fast that you was on top of or something like that. You just pump, and then you just get over them. He was like, me and Karen was together for 3 years. She was like, yeah, and then you'd have moved on already. Like, what's going on with that? So he like, let me ask you this. So you had two men come out your place and you mad. Like, why is you mad? So she goes to tell him what happened and stuff. Of course, she put in all this extra, all these seasonings and flavors that don't go together, all up in the story and whatnot. And he like, look, you the one who chose to date a white man, so you can't be mad when say a white man act like a white man. Like, you got to teach him. You got to tell him what you like, what you don't like, yada, yada, yada. She like, look, so I got to keep teaching white people all the time. He like, no, but if he was my friend, I would teach him. I'm just telling you what to tell him or whatever. So, I mean, he did make some sense. She was just like, look, I ain't got time to hear about this. Go. He was like, oh, okay, I'm just saying, like, again, you had two men coming out your place. Like, your man saw you with another dude and you mad. Oh, okay. So I'm like, I'm for once, I'm with you, Zach. I'm with you. And then he was like, well, because she said, well, we're not even dating. He said, so what is you mad for? is that? If you're not even dating, you don't care, like all this other stuff you trying to put on, then what you mad for? Like, get the fuck out of here, child. At the bank, child. This girl, she all aggressive and she pulling the door and then she give him the finger and all this other stuff. I'm like, damn, the fuck? Like, you was late to the bank. You mad at them? Like, come on now, girl. So he was like, so Maurice was like, don't open that door. That bitch crazy. Don't open that. And he was like, she must have really needed to make a deposit. And I'm like, they ain't had no ATM outside the bank. Like, the fuck? Like, whatever, child. But at any rate, they closing out and stuff. So then Jacoby gives Bree the reports and stuff. And she's really impressed. And, of course, Maurice and his feelings. And she like, look, don't be acting jealous and stuff. I don't think she should have said that in front of Jacoby because that was just too much. But, like, she could have pulled Maurice to the side and said all that. But she didn't. And of course, Maurice like, I'm not jealous. Who's jealous? Ain't nobody jealous of him or nothing like that. And so Jacoby like, look, I just want to say, because he was saying goodnight to everybody. And so he told Maurice goodnight. Here go Maurice with his old ignorant ass. Goodnight, gal. He was like, what? Goodnight, gal. And so Jacoby came back over there and was like, look, I just want to say, like, I know what happened. Wasn't trying to be nosy or nothing like that, but I just want to apologize and hope you get better from your little incident and stuff. And I think he was being genuine, or maybe it was a little threat. I don't know. But at any rate, he said that to Maurice. Of course, Maurice getting nasty with him. He like, look, why you being nice to me? You not finna get my job, yada, yada, yada. Boy, like, I ain't even trying to get your job. Like, he like, well, what you being nice for? What you want and stuff. And he keep looking over at Bree, because obviously he want a piece of Bree. He want the Bree. But Maurice so in La La Land, like somebody want to steal his job, he not even paying attention that every time he asks him, like, what he doing here? And, what did he say? Something, she waits for no one or something like that. He keep looking at freaking Bree. So at any rate, Jacoby goes on to leave and stuff like that. Bree like, why you gotta be so nasty? And he was like, look, why he trying to come from my job? She was like, he is not trying to come from your job. Just, get your stuff done. Now, Maurice was so worried about his job, he'd be doing what he's supposed to be doing throughout the day versus staying at night 5 hours to get his work done. If he wasn't too busy gossiping and all this other shit, he wouldn't be worried about his damn job. His job would be nicely secured. But who is me? So she like, all right, well, I'm finna go to dinner and stuff like that. Don't stay late. And then first, of course, she worried because you know what happened last time. He like, look, I was in heels and a wig. I wish a nigga would come up in here. I will beat his ass down and stuff like that. So she was like, all right, well, look, just text me when you get home. He's like, all right, I got it. I'm gonna text you when you get home. So then he started clowning on the outfit. I said, Lord have mercy. Next we see Hayden. He comes into Andy's office. Of course he got his doe eyes on, child. He flirting. She got her pretty doe eyes on. So 2 does and 2 deers a doe, because the doe is a female doe. The deer and whatever, child. They flirting, okay? So they flirting, and he basically telling her like he learned a lot about her file. Learned a lot about her from her FBI file. And she like, ooh, I don't know about that. He was like, well, I mean, there's all good stuff down there that they had in the files and stuff. And then she was like, oh, okay. But then he was like, well, I came in here to tell you that you're free to go home. They still got your computer and stuff, but you can go back to your apartment. Your apartment is yours and stuff like that. And so he was like, but just be careful. She was like, what you mean be careful? Of course, they got to do this whole 15-minute mantra, child. And then turns out that his friend from the jail heard that Gary was threatening to get his money back, and that he knew that she went out on a date. And then Hayden had lost me on this one, talking about something. Is that true? Does it matter if she went out on a date? Like, why do you care? Now I know why you care, because you want to date her, but you questioning her and asking her that? So of course that soured freaking Andy, because her little doe eyes was like, she went like, oh, I love you though, and stuff like that. So he like, well, I'm just asking you as a friend. That's funny. Well, don't worry about it, because I'm okay. I got this. I can take care of myself. So I was just like, Lord have mercy. Don't ever try to help Andy in no situation whatsoever. Let her ass get beat up, and then she'll figure out that she needs some goddamn help. But at any rate, they leave the office, child. We see Fatima, which I don't even understand why this scene, we even saw this scene. Because we saw Fatima go down there to Zach at the work site and stuff like that. They flirting and whatnot. And she basically told him to keep it professional, and then she left. Why do we see that? But at any rate. Lastly, child, my dang on why my DVR had cut off before it got to the last part. I said, what the hell? So luckily, the doggone thing was on, because it'll rerun a couple times. So luckily I caught it right, like I had to watch the whole bank scene again, but I had caught the ending right before it went off, because I was like, what? That didn't make no sense. I was so mad. I need to fix my DVR so it can record a little later or something like that. I was like, where's the ending? But at any rate, the ending, child, we see Andy. She going to her purse looking for her keys. She going to her car. Who pop up? Gary old ass. Because that's what Hayden also told Andy, that he was getting out on bail. He popped up at the job, child, in the parking lot. He all aggressive, talking about something. You need to get in the car. You need to get in the car now. And that's where it went off. I said, what in the world? And then with the previews, he asking her like who she was dating, who she was with. He want his money, all this stuff. I said, Lord, this is about to be a mess. Why they let Gary out? Like, Now, I don't believe that he was involved in all this money laundering and all this other crap. But I do believe Jasmine when she said that he's abusive and want to isolate and all that other crap. I do believe that, because we can see all the jealousy and whatnot from him on that level. So I'm just like, girl, you should have at least had somebody walk you to your damn car, security or somebody. But because then Jasmine get pushed off the damn whatever. At any rate, y'all, that was the episode. I think that is all the videos I have to do, because I won't be doing a weekly rambling. And I don't know if Life After Lockup going to come on Friday, but if it does, of course, I'm going to watch it and record it for y'all. So I might see y'all on Friday if it comes on. If it does not come on, then I'll see y'all next week. I want everyone to have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Please, if you are going to see your family in like a large gathering or anything like that, wash your hands, wear your mask, or social distance. Please do not get sick out here. COVID-19 is very real, and the numbers are going up. So please, 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 please be safe. If you are struggling through this holiday season or need someone to talk to, I will put the suicide hotline down there in the description box below. They are open 24/7 and have someone there always available to talk to you. And if you just need to kind of reach out to me for any reason, I will put my information down there in the description box as well. Also, what was I going to say? Oh, my heart goes out to everyone who is missing someone at their table due to COVID-19. Prayers up for y'all during this troubling time. And again, if you need anybody to talk to, the suicide hotline number is down there in the description box below. All right, everyone, until Friday, I guess. I'm gonna say till Friday. Oh, I forgot to give my whole thing. If you like this video, go ahead and put that thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to my channel, but you are watching this review, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. And if the shows come on Friday, I will see y'all on Friday. If not, I will see y'all Wednesday. All right, y'all, until next time, peace.